Hey there, friend. Are you worried about money right now? I sound like an infomercial. Are you worried about money? No, I want to talk to you if you're someone who is really stressing about money at the moment, or you've been stressing about money for a long time and you really don't know how you're ever going to change things for the better. Well, no time like now to try and sort this out. I'm Denise Duffield-Thomas. I'm a money mindset mentor and an author, and I've helped tens of thousands of people like you with money blocks. And I've seen 3 common fears that pop up repeatedly, and you might have these right now. The first one is this feeling of there's never enough money. There's never enough. Another one is I'm not good at money. And a third one is it's not safe for me to have money. Now, that one might not be conscious. We'll talk about those in a sec. Or you might just be feeling this really vague, stressful feeling about money. So today we're going to talk about some practical techniques to deal with that when you are feeling stressed. And I'll also tell you about a free workshop that I have to help you manage some of the other money worries that you might be dealing with right now. So let's talk about the first one, this feeling of there's just not enough. There's never enough money. Now, most of us grew up hearing something like that, right? Where there's not enough, money doesn't grow on trees, or this feeling that if we had something, someone else has to lose. And then you think about all the news stories that are happening at the moment about people struggling, and it just has this feeling of lack and scarcity. And of course, a lot of the times deep down, we believe that there isn't enough. And so of course, every time you get an unexpected bill or have a financial hiccup, it just provides more evidence for that belief. And this can also manifest in lots of other ways. Maybe you feel jealous about other people. You feel that if someone else is winning, they're taking your success. Or maybe you feel like everything's already been done in your business and there aren't enough clients for you. Now, funnily enough, on the other side of there's never enough, it can show up as a guilty feeling when you do then succeed. You might think that anytime you experience success, somebody else might have to miss out because of it. So how do you deal with this never enough worry? One thing is just to voice your fear and really acknowledge it, because otherwise it's just going to give you that vague feeling that something's wrong all of the time. The other thing is to limit your negativity intake. Now, I'm not saying don't watch the news, don't be politically aware, anything, but sometimes we have to put some boundaries around our negative news consumption because it's a lot. And this is particularly true if it's not just the news, but you have friends and family around you who talk negatively about money as well. That can be so tricky because it's all pervasive. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that there is abundance in the world. There is enough for everybody. There are more than enough ideas and clients and opportunities for you to succeed. But sometimes you need to spend more time around people who are doing well, who are talking positively about money, because then that will give you evidence that there is enough. There is more money. If you don't have a lot of friends or family or business besties who talk positively about money, you have to make sure that you're surrounding yourself maybe with Facebook groups or listening to podcasts where you can get some of that money positivity. Okay, so let's talk about that second worry I mentioned, this feeling that you're not good with money. Lots of us have been told our whole lives that we're not good at money, or money burns a hole in our pocket, and that just continues. And I was actually really bad at math when I was at school. And so I needed a weekly tutor just to pass my exams. Even now, I can't do simple sums without my calculator. But you know what? I'm really good with money. But for a long time, I felt like I couldn't handle money. I didn't deserve money. So if you've never had a lot of money before, or you've got those feelings that you're not good with money, it's natural to worry about mishandling it. Or maybe you have actually messed up with money situations before. Maybe you've spent it on silly things, or you got yourself into debt like I did in my 20s. So this worry probably lurks beneath the surface whenever you think about money. You might feel panic when you even just hear the word money. But if you don't deal with it, it can really actively block you from allowing more money into your life. And here's the thing, you can still be bad at math, but be great with money. And it's okay to add experts into your life, like a bookkeeper or an accountant, to help you with your money. These people will be thrilled to help you. They'll probably be really good at maths, but don't think you have to be perfect before you're allowed to handle money. You can totally handle it. So the worry number 3, you might not think you have, and it's this thing of it's not safe for me to have a lot of money. A lot of us have this vague sense that money, we want it, but we kind of don't at the same time. You might have a fear that having lots of money might mean that you'll lose your friends or you'll have to do something bad to get it. And this worry tends to happen more if you don't know any kind of healthy, wealthy people in real life. You might think and have this vague feeling that rich people are bad, rich people are greedy, rich people are evil. And so that's why this one is so insidious, because you think, yeah, I want money, but you might not have consciously acknowledged that you have a fear about being wealthier. Now, you don't have to change into anyone. You'll be you with more money, but it's really a good thing to start to seek out real life examples that contradict that feeling that we might have about evil, wealthy people. You can read biographies or autobiographies about successful women. You can curate your social media feeds to see more people who look like you. But the most important thing is to ask yourself, what kind of wealthy person would I like to be? What kind of causes would I like to support? And you'll probably find that this version of yourself, this $1 million you, is nothing like a greedy, horrible person. And then you can start to realize that you can be exactly you, just with more money. Money itself doesn't cure money blocks, but also money doesn't change who you are. It just helps you to become more of who you already are. So once you have those examples of how you would like to be as a wealthy person, you can start to do it on a smaller scale. If you want more luxury and ease in your life, look for those ways that you can step into that now, to give yourself permission to not be perfect. And you can step into that now. You don't have to prove that you are anything more than you're not. You're allowed to be you and be wealthy, but you have to deal with those inner weird, vague feelings. So one way to deal with these inner vague feelings and worrying about money is to do this really cool exercise. Go and look in a mirror and say to yourself, this is what a wealthy person looks like, or this is what a wealthy woman looks like. And it will really help you to change your relationship with money, changing the way you feel about yourself and giving yourself permission to be wealthy as you are. And that's really going to help you when you're feeling worried about money. This is what a wealthy person looks like. It's so much fun to do it. Now, I've got some good resources for you as well, for you to identify some more specific money blocks, because the more specific you can get, the better. Then you won't have those vague worries anymore. I've got a free workshop that goes through 7 really common money blocks and how to deal with them. And the good news is you can start working on those blocks today, see results really quickly so you can get rid of some of those worries. And that free workshop is at denisedt.com/blocks. All right. I hope you're feeling a little bit less worried and stressed about money today, because it really is your time and you're ready for the next step.